What's up, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna pull some cards and get a reading for us today and see what comes out. And I hope the reading resonates with you. If it do, would you mind please hitting that thumbs up button? Whoa. So we have nothingness and patience. So I think that you could be in a state of being patiently waiting for no thingness, meaning, well, this is my interpretation, and this is what I'm picking up on. So you could be somebody who is not really expecting anything, but you're just practicing patience in the cycle, within this new cycle. I'm also seeing like moon phases up here. Whoever I'm talking to could be pregnant, and right now you don't even know what you're having. Like, you don't know the gender of your baby, so you may not be expecting nothing in mind, or nothing is on your mind while you're being patiently waiting to have your baby. Or not even just a baby, just an idea in its entirety. And with this nothingness, I feel like anything can come out of this. Like, right now, for all we are aware of, if you are in this state of getting ready to birth something, the something that is being birthed comes out of the nothingness, like the quote-unquote oblivion. And so be mindful of what you're conjuring, is what I'm picking up on. Be mindful of what you are birthing when you're in this state of, I'm picking up on meditation. Like, you're allowing God to impregnate you with these thoughts and ideas that come from a mind that has nothing going on in it. And you're not trying to push the mind to receive a particular outcome. You're just waiting for whatever comes up to come up. And you're practicing that cycle. You're sitting still, waiting to see what arises, what comes from this space of nothingness. And I'm also figuring that before this thing, and I'm saying thing, but I guess I should use the analogy of birthing a baby. Before you were a mother, you may have felt like you was nothing or no one, that you weren't special, because there are some people who felt like they weren't who they were supposed to be until they became a mother. Or their life was nothing until they became a mother. Because I do hear people say that. Like, oh, my life was going nowhere fast until I became a mother. My children gave me purpose. You know? So that could be what I'm picking up on. Or also, you could be in this phase of you became pregnant out of nowhere, or you received the idea, or you received a gift out of what may seem nowhere. There is no explanation for the thing that you're about to birth. And why you have been sitting patiently. You couldn't even imagine the life that is going to unfold. That's also what I'm picking up on. While you're sitting patiently, going through this cycle, these moon phases, you can't even imagine what your next phase is going to look like. You have no thingness in mind. So again, take it how it resonates. I was just noticing something at the bottom of the deck. I still see it. The Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You could be someone who is taking action towards something behind the scenes, and you're being patient about it. About what's to come. Like, you're not really giving a lot of details as to what's to come. So you may be seeming a little sneaky because nobody can't see where you're going with it. So they're being patient with how you're going to execute it. So Chariot, speedy transport, momentum. So I feel like whatever it is coming rapidly. It may be moving or having fast moving momentum, and you're sitting patiently. So we have Four of Swords, sleep, rest, regroup. So I'm getting speedy recovery. Maybe you were somebody. I'm not gonna say that because it's enough fear mongering going on in the tarot community as it is, but I guess me prefacing it would be better than just like spewing that kind of energy out. I'm also getting like somebody probably was pregnant or they wanted to have a baby and it actually turned out for there to be no baby. And so maybe you're recovering from like a miscarriage or something and you're having a speedy recovery. You're having to rest and regroup and heal and be patient. But again, that's just a very short storyline that could be for somebody, that could not be for somebody. I don't know. A speedy recovery. So we have 4-1, solidarity, union, happy home. So I feel like you're having, just going back to being just you and your partner after this. Again, I'm not really resonating with this reading, or I don't really know where this reading is actually heading, but I'm just going with it. I'm allowing it to transport me to wherever it needs to go, because this also resonates with that patience, that patient nothingness. Like, this sort of is kind of feeling like this is being solid and resting in just a stable, a solid union. Low vibrational end, 7 of coins, 10 of wands. So I feel like whatever this is that you are waiting, and this is a patient card too. So again, you see how this is, because this is this in the traditional tarot. And there's a total difference. This person, low vibration, was patient, investment, stacking, but whatever it is that they was trying to stack became a burden, and they had to surrender to it. They had to let it go, which to me is similar to the nothingness, the patient nothingness. Like, you spent a lot of time working on something, and it actually really didn't go anywhere. It became a burden. Instead, you should have been resting in where you started, the solid foundation. So again, I'm just picking up on the fact that somebody feel like they lost something, they regret, they're disappointed, work, pay raise, grind. So it's like lost all of the work that they done, or they regret all of the work that they done, and all of the grind that they put in was like not worth it, because it's on the low vibrational end. And so again, I'm picking up on the fact that somebody may have Oh my God. Somebody might have had a miscarriage. Somebody lost a baby. And they have a speedy recovery. Their partner is by their side. I also feel like their partner secretly their partner didn't want this baby. They would have regretted the work that they put in. They didn't really want the outcome, even though they invested a lot or invested in it. That's just not what they wanted. They just wanted it to be y'all two. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, stuck, stagnant, stalled. I feel like whoever this was, if you was pregnant and you lost this baby, that would have been a situation that you would have been stuck in, having this baby, whether it would have been the guy or the girl. And so you losing this baby was a blessing, even though it may have been like a loss of all of the hard work, or you feel like you lost something that you've been working towards, something that you was building. But you're gonna have a speedy recovery, though. But it was nothing that came from this pregnancy. You didn't get what you was actually being patiently waiting for. I don't know, I just don't like this energy. It feels down. This like downer energy, child. I don't know, this might be a reading for somebody. I'm gonna put it out anyway, but I'm not necessarily connecting with this. I just feel like somebody was pregnant. Nothing came from the pregnancy. You're going to have a speedy recovery. Your partner is going to be happy about it. The fact that you're not pregnant, or you're going to be happy that the fact that you're not pregnant. And somebody externally to you is going to feel like, dang, all of this work for nothing. This was a burden. All of this work that I put in was a burden. They feel like they lost all of the things that they have been working towards. Now they feel stuck, stagnant, and stalled. They feel like they wanted to expand in a certain type of way, but it seems like it's not working like that. Yes, and y'all just gonna be having a conversation about it. Up under the stuck, stagnant, and stalled is Eight of Wands, communication. So y'all gonna be communicating about how this make you feel, how this situation make you feel. And you've been patiently waiting to get pregnant. You've been patiently waiting to expand your family. You've been patiently waiting on something. It don't have to be a baby. Just something in general. Like something creatively that you've been working on. Something that you've invested a lot of time in. Something that you've been nurturing. And there's nothing that has come from this. But Spirit saying that you might feel like you lost something. You might feel like you're not getting what you deserve. You feel stuck and stagnant and stalled. But you will get over that. What's up under that? Just keep being vigilant alert, curious, vigilant. I think that you just need to shift your mindset about whatever this is. You're in a mindset of nothing is coming. I don't really want to be patient. Me being patient, nothing comes from me being patient. I'm not taking any action. But they saying rest. I'm also getting the fact that vibration picks up, momentum run high when you're in a state of rest. When you feel solid and happy in your union, it won't have to be oh, I need to invest, I need to stack, I need to be patient in what I'm surrendering. I won't feel stuck and stagnant and stalled. When you stop trying so hard, that's when something when you don't even be looking for nothing. Actually, when you don't try as hard, you're not expecting anything. You're just being patient for the sake of being patient. You're being curious for the sake of being curious. You're being alert for the sake of being alert. You're not being manipulative, trying to make something happen. Hoarding security cheap. Hold on. I don't normally go this deep, but I feel like you was having like fast moving momentum at first, but then you got stuck. You got stuck in communicating about what you was curious about making happen. And then somebody externally to you may not have been putting in as much work as you felt like you was putting in. Or maybe the work that they was putting in was a burden to them. And they was holding back their energy. And there's loss. Maybe somebody lost their job. They don't have no money for it. Because over here this is what I got over here. From resting on the chariot, 4 swords, 4 wands. Somebody's resting at home, healing. Because this is what I got. Like, the action is healing. And then somebody else was feeling stuck, stagnant in their communication. But they was curious about how they was going to communicate. So this was somebody who was all in their head. And they was holding back their money. Or they just holding back communication about the fact that they didn't have any money. And then you lost a baby. So you feeling bad, you lost a baby, you down in your emotions, you regret the work that you put in the relationship, in the situation, whatever. A baby could be a project. Take how it applies. But again, maybe this child wasn't supposed to be here because you got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So maybe whatever this it could be a baby, it could be a project, it could be something that you have invested some type of energy into, resources, actions, whatever. It was really just going nowhere fast, child, and you regret it. But the fact of the matter is, nobody was investing in it anyway. Not like whoever you are. And as soon as you realize that, you're gonna understand that you have to create something else beyond that from nothing. Empress, King of Cups. So your intuition is going to lead you to what to create out of this situation. Yes, and you're going to get a vision. Two of Wands, execution, expansion. You're going to be, you're going to gain insight on how to expand beyond this situation. But you just got to be patient. You might be in a space where you don't see nothing happening. You feel like you're going nowhere fast. I'm putting in all of this work, but it's a burden. I'm full of loss and regret from this work that I put in. I ain't got no money, and I feel stuck and stagnant, and I'm trying to talk to everybody to see how I can get some money, how I can become secure. But Spirit is saying, be patient. I know it look like there's nothing happening right now, but your power lies in your creativity. Your power lies in how you feel. Your power lies in your intuitive abilities. That's when you're going to get a vision that's going to work, that you're going to be able to execute. And then you're going to truly love what is going to come from this, because you got the lovers at the bottom of that. I had to get more cards on that one to see what was going to come from that, because, and it also talks about how we have to be patient. When it look like there is nothing that's happening, or when we don't even know what's coming from this nothingness. It looked like it's going nowhere fast. Oh, I did all this work, but nothing is coming from this. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no ideas. And Spirit is like, girl, yes you do. Stop with that negative talk. That's really what that was. It was like negative talk, negative mental chatter, lack mentality. The better it gets, the better it gets. So it says, when you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner to more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well, but as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself or in others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you, get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. So it's like, what are you patiently thinking about? What thoughts are you sowing within your seed, your fertile ground, your space, in your mind, your empty mind? What thoughts are you thinking? Are you thinking thoughts of stuck and stagnant, broke, no money? Are you thinking of those kind of things? Or are you thinking of life getting better? Ace of Swords, clarity, breakthrough, insight. Like, that's the truth. Like, you gotta switch and think better thoughts. When you being patient, when you're in your season of being patient, and it look like nothing is happening for you. You gotta keep going. Like I had to keep pulling those cards to get the message out to see where it was gonna go. You gotta rest in the fact that things are working out. Feel secure and feel stable within yourself. Don't be in a space of feeling like, oh my God, I done did this work and now it don't look like it's happening. Now it don't look like it's working. Switch your thoughts. Yes, change your judgment. Rebirth, awakening, a revival. Have clarity in your judgment. Have clarity in the way in which you perceive the world. When you sitting and being patient and you working on a project, you creating your life, whether it be a physical life that you're pregnant with, or something that you're working on in nurturing and evolving outside of you, a project or whatever. It might look like nothing is happening, but you making it happen with the power of your mind, with the emotions you put into it. Yes, astute, sharp, no nonsense, Queen of Swords. Like you got to sit in your throne and navigate the experience yourself. You have to be astute. You have to be sharp. You have to not accept the bullshit thoughts. And have temperance. Like, again, have patience, harmony, calmness, serenity. Be calm. Don't be in this space of working from a space of turmoil. And then that's when you win. 9 of Cups, winning, accomplishment, wishes. I'm also getting this. Be patient when it makes no sense. Still be in a space in where you can be a queen and sit on your throne and have a calmness of mind, have clarity in your mind, and have sound judgment of harmony and peace and serenity. Have winning thoughts, even when it don't make sense. And that's how you make it get better and better and better. Because if you be in this space where you don't see the future and you don't see the outcome in the end, you don't see the outcome when it looked like there's nothing. If you're not nurturing your emotions and steering your emotions and being sharp about them, how you feel and where you want to go, and you just an emotional mess, then the things that you're working on will be at risk of not working. Well, hold on. Well, it depends on what state of consciousness you in. It depends on where you are emotionally. Whether or not are you willing to take the risk even when it don't look like there's nothing that's going to come of it? Are you going to do the work anyway? Are you aware of your vision? And you trust in the fact that you have the ability to take the action and not just dream about it and move forward anyway? That's going to be the reading. I hope this reading resonated with somebody out there. And if it do, hit that thumbs up.